Good morning, V.
Good
Welcome
morning.
to the Morning Muffin Show, your morning carbo load of real estate. Cha cha.
Hello, Jen.
I missed you last week.
I know.
I had so much going on, and this week it's crazy. Yeah. So let's talk. Let's talk about number one, the beaches in
Yes.
Minnesota. That is our topic for today.
And
Beaches.
and it's like nobody knows. I mean, when you first move to Minnesota, you will know that Minnesota doesn't have any like oceans or anything. And then there's like, oh my god, it's so boring. And then the longer you stay, longer you discover that we have more than 10,000 lakes, and of course, people are making a man-made beach out of the lake, and it's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's true. There are man-made beaches everywhere. We import our sand from probably some riverbed in China or India. That's where most sand comes from. Um, I wanted to talk about Lake Superior. Is like people are like, well, we got Lake Superior, which looks like an ocean if you're standing on it because it's so
Right.
big. Um, and there are some beautiful places up north. However, when I think of Lake Superior, I often think of Duluth, and Duluth itself is like a port town. Like, so if you grew up on any coast, you would know that there are just some blue collar port towns around that are like dirty, low income, shipping workers, dock workers, et cetera, et cetera. I grew up by Tacoma, Washington, and to me, Duluth feels like downtown Tacoma. Like without like the massive tridents and the Navy there. Although supposedly there might be some like naval stuff there, but I've never seen it in Duluth. So with that being said, do you want to go first or do you want me to go first with our
Yeah.
favorite beaches?
Yes. I mean, let's talk about the Superior Lakes first, because I want to tell you my first impressions.
Okay.
People have been telling, like, at the time, like, telling me, like, you gotta go to Duluth, you gotta go to Duluth. Like, what's it up to Duluth ever talking about? And they said, well, it looks like the oceans. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a trip to see how look like the ocean it is. And it's like amazing. It's like you cannot even see. So one of the things in Vietnam is that half of our country is on the oceans.
Mm-hmm.
So I have that privilege of seeing the oceans, everywhere I go. Um, so one of the things that I know about oceans that you can never see the other side of the oceans.
Yeah,
Now,
the horizon is just water,
yep.
just flat.
So when I went to the Superior Lakes, I never see the other side of the lakes, and that this should be called the oceans.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't smell the same too,
No,
because if you grow up by the ocean, there's like more than just your vision. It's like the
it's the things.
sound and the smell and the taste and it just feels different.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, I would take Lake Superior over the oceans. That's
Yeah,
just me.
you would. I'm
Yes.
I'm an ocean girl through and through.
Yeah, because the salt weather, the salt water, gives really stickiness on my skin, and I don't like it.
I,
See, we never love what we have. Oops, excuse Boba.
I keep seeing Boba's hair like flashing. Oh, that must be like an ear. Yo, hey, honey.
Oh my gosh, Boba. Can't do it.
Yeah. Okay. So, Lake Superior, but we got some local ones here
Yes,
too for
because
everyone.
we can't always go to we can't always go to Lake Superior. It's like 2-3 hours away.
Right. I'm just gonna
So
share Turtle Lake.
I love Turtle Lakes. I love the names. I love the locations. It's in Shoreview. Um, in Vietnam, there was a iconic lake. They call it Turtle Lake, and the names remind me of, it's just Turtle Lake. It's a beautiful little tiny teeny beach in Shoreview, but it's so peaceful. The lake is quite big, to be honest. Like, in my opinion, there's like an area where you can picnics, restrooms, and then the lake, and surrounded by just normal residential houses.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like this is just hidden place that very, very, very well kept. But I don't want to recommend everybody to go there, because I don't want to everybody just come, and when I want to go, no place to go.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We have to share these places. We have to know that there are places you can go. And in fairness, not everybody watches the Morning Muffin show.
Aw, everybody will.
Okay, so next, let me see. You've got Mahtomedi. Let me share. Beep boop beep boop beep boop beep beep boop. Share screen with Chrome tab. There we go. So we got Mahtomedi.
Yes.
Small town city.
And
there's the beach. Look at that.
Yep. And there's also a smaller, but it's not small in my opinion. Like Mahtomedi is where my mom's works, and it's by White Bear Lake. So instead of going to White Bear Lake, there's a lot of other options, because it's often super crowded. Mahtomedi Beach is a very great alternative because it's very close by. And it's have that local feel. It has that privacy. I just don't do well with crowds, so I would try to avoid a lot of people.
Yeah, I love that about you. You always know the best hidden spots.
Yeah, so highly recommend you guys checking these out if tired of Cahoon. Actually, Cahoon Lake's now called different names. Can you teach me to
Batamakaska?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. We got, this is the Mahtomedi. I did put it in, as you guys can see, in the chat bar, so you guys can take a look at that. Okay. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Yeah, so we do have some unfortunate information. So we do have Batamakaska, Thomas Beach, and Lake Hiawatha Beach are temporarily closed right now. They've been closed since the end of June, like June 22nd, for E. coli. So it's not uncommon in large cities. However, I feel like the last few years they've been closed. I know for sure they were last year and possibly the year before. When I first moved here, though, they were never closed. So I don't know if it's like a new thing, but it's E. coli. So it's runoff from sewers and from drainage. And I mean, it's not good. It can make you very, very sick.
Yeah.
So Thomas Beach is closed, but the other beach on there is still open. Let me see. It is the Batamakaska's North Beach and 32nd Street Beach are still open. And the main beach on south of Lake Hiawatha on Lake Nokomis, 50th Street Beach is still open. So I'm going to share this news flash here in Minneapolis, parks.org news update, so you guys can see it here. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, 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 boop. You can find it there. Okay, and then
What do you have, Jen?
I know. What do I have? Well, there was 3 more beaches that were also closed. I do have to share that. Okay, so there is 3 more beaches around. I'm gonna share this one around Cedar Lake. So those are closed because of more sewer stuff. Yep. It's the same thing. So Cedar Lake. We don't want to go there. But I know they're doing a lot of construction over there. So I wonder if it was like, like they opened everything up and then it rained and went into the lake. Who knows? But I don't know how things work. It might sound silly, but it's not impossible, right? Okay. So my favorite beaches are not around here. Are you ready?
Yes.
I like to go camping, and like you, I don't want anybody around. I don't even want to see another person. However, there are my favorite beaches here. I'm going to share this one here. Share screen, excuse me. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, beep, boop. You guys are going to love this. Okay, this is just a Google search. So this lake is an old mine where they were surface mining. So it's really great, but it's called Lake Orbegon, and it is in Gilbert, Minnesota. And that is where they train scuba divers to dive because they have sank a bunch of the water. Number one is like super clear. Like you can see stuff in it. It's so awesome. Okay. But look, like they've sank boats, helicopters, airplanes, I like to paddleboard. Look, there's an old taxi cab. There's an old Jeep. There's fish everywhere. And there's also cliff diving, although I don't recommend cliff diving because I know a couple people that have broken their legs from it, and it's just like I don't know, I don't like it. My husband does it there. He's done it since he was a little kid at this specific lake, but it is really beautiful, and I could spend all day there. And one of the things my husband always says is we have to drive separate because I could spend literally 8 to 10 hours out there, and he could spend about 2. So
I totally check this out.
Yep, you have to go up. It's totally worth it. There's lots of campsites up and around there. And then I'm gonna share a video here, a YouTube video in the chat of somebody actually diving underneath Gilbert or underneath Lake Orbegon. And you can see all the stuff that's underneath there. I don't even think they get to the helicopter. They got to the plane. It's a 4-minute long video, but when you're paddleboarding, you can look straight down and see this stuff. Like the water is like that clear. So it's really cool. And there's not a lot of motorboats or jet skis or stuff on this lake. That's the other thing. So it's nice and quiet. There are some kids, and it's in a small town, and it is a public beach. So there's a lot of smokers. There's a lot of smokers in small towns. Like they don't know what's bad for you there. Maybe that's just me. Anyway. Okay, so and then the last one, share screen. And this is my first experience in share. Is this open? Yep. One of my first experiences in camping in the North Woods in Minnesota was Bearhead Lake State Park at Blueberry Lake. So this is you backpack in, as you can see, for the most part. It's like There's a really good map right here where you can see the trails where you park and you hike in. And you literally, like, this is your campsite right here, right on the lake. And then you can go out on the water and you won't see another human being possibly ever.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's really, 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 really nice. Yeah, this is pretty much what it looks like here. This is what my you hike in with your big backpack, and then you find a camping spot, and they have like toilets and stuff out there, so you're not just pooping in the woods. Yeah, they have guides and stuff, and you have to get like camping permits, but it's totally worth it. So
That looks so cool.
I know you're gonna have to do it. I can
Yes.
I can go with you. Maybe it'll be a Jen and a V camping trip.
Yeah.
We could just hang out. I read. That's what I do. I read and I nap when I go camping. Okay. Well, this is it for today. What do we got next week? I should look. I don't remember. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Festivals. I think that's what it is. Festivals. Because we're heading into late summer where their state fairs are happening. It's going to happen in like a month. And then we have lots of festivals headed into harvest season, like September and October and stuff. So we're going to start preparing for all of those.
Sounds good.
All right. Bye, Boba. I don't even know what part of Boba's body I'm looking at. Oh, it's his head.
Yeah, he's like staring at me the whole time.
Cute. Okay. Well, bye now. See you later.
See ya.